So, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Prime Minister.
So, as you all know, we're here to talk about the Millennium Goals.
Yes.
How do you think it's gone so far?
I think we've done really well, you know, like we accomplished most of them and I think we can start the new ones.
No.
What about you two?
They haven't done much, but I know they've done quite a lot, but they haven't done that much to achieve those goals.
I think it was quite a great success.
Yeah, this is what I agree. So, but we need to start thinking of new goals, Prime Minister, because 2015 is just 2 years away.
And we haven't got that much time to complete
Yes,
all those goals that we did.
As you all know, this is the whole point of the meeting. We need to find out new goals, and we need to talk about them for the future, and we need to say these goals are not set down for us; they're set down for the people that really need them.
Okay.
Yes. Can I say my point?
Yes.
Yeah. My point is we're running in a bit of an economic crisis. Loads of countries have gone into recession. Some countries they can't even afford their own money. They can't use their own money to get food, water because they have none. So, and plus we're in a lot of debt. We owe a lot of countries money, and I've got a way to solve this. If we can maybe save all the excess money that we use. Instead of using on, I don't know, the Olympics like we done, we wasted too much money on that. I think we should maybe save it, have a certain budget every year, and use the rest of the money to help other countries. So what do you guys think about that? I think that's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Alright, so that's my point, Prime Minister. Does anyone else have a point?
Yeah.
No, wait. Can we talk about Junaid's one first? That's a very good idea. But what if we have to go over the budget? Do we have exceptions for different type of things, and what are those exceptions?
So, okay, a year we probably, in tax, get probably about 12 billion pounds. And most of that goes down the drain, literally, all go down the drain. Maybe if we just save, I don't know, half of that, 6 billion a year would be our target, which as 3 billion can maybe go to the UN, spreading it out, and then 3 billion can use just in case we need extra stuff and everything like that.
But what about the other countries? Is this goal just for us, or is it for and is it for the whole country? Or where is the money going to go to? Is it going to go to helping poverty? Is it going to go helping the other Millennium Goals?
And how are we going to get that money, all that budget, all that money?
But
if we take all that money from other places for just one place, how are they going to help their country of the
Okay, this is what we do. We will organise, we have a UN meeting right now. At 2050 we'll organise the Millennium Goal again. So then we can use all that money that we have. We can use 3 million, we have 3 billion to ourselves, okay? So say 6 billion we've used is a year, yeah? And 3 million will be going to, 3 billion, sorry, will be going to other countries. We'll hold a UN conference nearly every year, sending at least each country with a certain amount of money, the poor, the less beneficial people, we can give them the money, and they can help their own selves, because there's, like I said before, there's countries without no water, such a place like Africa, everything like that. We can help them. So that's my point, Ronald. I hope that answers all your questions. Can we please move on?
It's quite a good, strong goal, and I think it is a very achievable goal.
So
what about you, Judy?
The goal I thought up is combating many of the diseases, because big diseases, especially HIV and then malaria,
point of information. Haven't we already set a goal for medical aids and stuff like that?
Yeah, I know that, but that's one of the goals that hasn't been that was one of the least successful goals, so I'm continuing it.
Yeah, so we should try.
What do you mean by least successful goal? How has it not been achieved? And
you even yourself agreed that we've done quite a lot, so...
How has it not been achieved?
Well, I'm not saying it's not being, what I'm saying is that the other goals maybe, most of the goals they're achieved 90%.
Julie, it's not a laughing matter, please. You just under nervous.
Junaid,
Can we just move
Junaid,
on, sir?
order. Let Yudi carry on.
Okay.
Okay, so like most of the goals in they it's like 90% completed, but like combating HIV and malaria, these I think it's only like half like completed. So
Why don't you think they have been achieved? What's the reason behind it? Like, even though HIV and AIDS are such a deadly disease,
There are some other diseases, so
why
should
just focus on these two?
there's like
no, I'm not saying my goal is saying like combating like all the diseases
oh,
because
yes, I
Do you mean to say that we have to
Keep
That-
in your
what's the way? Because there is no
What do you think?
is there a cure for malaria or HIV? No, there isn't.
There is actually, sir. There is. We just
Well,
we
for
don't-
malaria there is.
For not HIV, okay.
But
And
we could just,
that is HIV is transferred
excuse me, sir,
through
sir,
sexual intercourse. And
Sir. sir. What can't we just do this? It's like maybe open like hospitals, like the money.
Let's
like
come into poverty. Poverty.
Yeah, from my
many
point,
people don't
yeah.
have money to get
Yes, but
get
from
this.
my-
so what I'm
Get this
saying
next-
is that
order.
Yeah, but what my point? We use that money to build hospitals, give people income, make them have a safer environment, so it's less chance of getting diseases, which will lead. So that my point, the economic is the main situation. I hope you agree with me, but I think if we come back, my goal first, we can move on to Yudi's. Because if we can use the money to build hospitals, more people will get treated for their malaria, whatever
Yes.
disease is.
Yes, they do live.
They do live.
So what is yours, Bilal?
Mine is pollution. Like,
Oh yes.
yes, that's very important because kids nowadays they get like sick. Just how it links to malaria and diseases, they get sick due to pollution because people just throw everything together.
And there is that problem in Japan where there is China, where there is a lot of Japan, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's very
yeah.
confusing, isn't
It's
it?
very
But
But,
we've got our own problem in the UK as well.
yes, there is a lot of pollution going around, okay, and that is very big. The light that is powering this, okay, is quite a big deal as well, and that's something that
But we're saying
that most scientists are trying to solve.
And even pollution links to
But-
yours because if we get the most money, we can pay people to pick up that garbage and like just dump it somewhere.
Yeah, like we have already been. But I've got a brilliant idea. Why don't you see most pollution is set by cars, the exhaust fumes. Why can't we, like I said, a UN meeting like we have right now? Why can't all our countries just like start like you see Mercedes, Audi, Renault, whatever, all the Ford, yes. We can tell them, can you make eco-friendly cars? Like Toyota have done, they've made eco-friendly cars that run on like electricity, which will probably help cut down pollution, it's energy saving, and we have like more money to spare. Like everything
Wait,
is
but-
economic.
You can't tell the car companies to go make a certain type of car because most car fans, when they go to like big companies like Lamborghini or stuff like that, they want big, power, muscly cars. They don't want cheap
No, I want.
electronic
Not
cars.
coming to
Yeah, but
cars.
electronic
We're
cars are like
talking
high-end
about
as well.
pollution. We're not going
Yes,
to
yes, I know. But why
I'm saying-
don't we have something like CO2 restrictions, like congestion charges?
Yeah, I mean, like, what about if we just like not all like that? I mean, like certain cars, like you see the Toyota Prius. It's like long. It's
Maybe
like,
we could try and encourage people to
Yeah,
buy
we
that
can
more.
control it.
Maybe we could try run it in a campaign.
Yes, like the
Or a
like,
petition.
Yeah,
Yes.
petition. Yes, like the college funds that we were against, like people put us against.
And the money that we
That-
earn
yeah.
from what is left the set budget,
Yeah,
that could go towards the pollution and malaria and all the other
Diseases.
types of diseases.
so I think, Prime Minister, that we have set these three main goals. That these are the main goals that we want to focus on. We can get other countries and maybe ask them what their choices are, because it's not just fair for one point of view. And I think this meeting has gone really well, and we got our points across.
I think we need to discuss this with all the UN.
Yeah,
where
the
the
further
UN
matter.
Yes, where the full matter will be officially discussed. This is just a small meeting. We
Like,
need to take this
yeah.
global.
Maybe
Yes,
we'll
sir.
just keep these.
Wait, sir. I've had the idea how to what you said from before, the how to encourage more people. Maybe like you see, like say Bilal and me. I was just imagine I was a salesman in a car dealership. Bilal would come up to me. He'll go, yes, can I please buy a car? I'll go, yes. And I would ask him. I would try to we can encourage salesmen to try and encourage their customers to buy. I was saying,
Persuade them.
yeah, persuade them. Yeah, we've got a very good range of eco-friendly cars, which they are silent.
Maybe salesmen can actually encourage the buyer to look at the other type of
It saves
eco-friendly cars.
Yeah.
And
It saves
give
money.
like a
Or we
statistic
could-
which
we
one's
could-
better.
We could do this. We could, if a salesman is buying a car, we have tax in this country. Maybe they could pay for like a type of tax for pollution.
Exactly.
So that will
So
that won't encourage buyers to buy the car more because they will still have to pay their money for pollution, and that will also go to other things. That can be a set budget.
Exactly. So when
For-
you buy an
for
eco-friendly
that.
car, you don't have to get tax of pollution because it's eco-friendly, obviously.
Yes.
Or
But
we
when you
could.
buy like a normal car, like any of the Lamborghini or Toyota,
The amount of CO2 it produces
would be
would-
extraordinary,
would-
extraordinary
if
we didn't
if
have
they pay
eco-friendly
for it,
cars.
if they pay for it every month, and that goes towards other things. For example, malaria and
You could. I think my.
setting your budget around.
I
So-
think my economic issue. is the main-
Your economic
It should
is
be number
is
one.
really fueling all the other.
I think
all the-
economic.
Without money, you
your-
won't be able to do anything.
Your goal, I think it links
So,
to all of the goals.
Yeah.
this being
So it should be a main goal.
very well.
So, thank you, gentlemen,
Oh yeah.
for attending this meeting, and I hope you go away knowing that some other people will benefit from this. So,
All right.
Alright.
Good. Good.
Alright.
goodbye, gentlemen.
Alright.
Goodbye.